If you died, would you want your spouse to move on? Me and Amelia talked about it, but never thought it'd actually happen. Everything was perfect. High school sweethearts, married at 20, had a kid at 25. I was an engineer and Emmy stayed home with our boy. The future was ours. Then, I got into an accident at work. A steel beam fell, nearly crushing me flat. I survived, but slipped into a coma. The doctors didn't know if and when I'd wake up. Emmy was wrecked, but had to go on for our kid. 4 years was gone in a flash. Emmy went back to work, raised our boy alone and prayed I'd wake up. Her hope faded as time went by. Then one day, I opened my eyes. At first everything was blurry, but then memories hit me like a freight train. I was back, and all I could think of was Emmy and our son. I hit the call button, and a nurse came running in. Her eyes widened in shock to see me awake. "Mr. Thompson. You're awake, this is a miracle." The doctor came in and loomed over me in disbelief. "In all my years, I never thought you'd come out of it. Welcome back, Mr. Thompson. When can I see my family?" I asked eagerly. The nurse's smile faded. They will be here shortly. "Something's wrong. Where's Emmy?" I demanded. The nurse avoided my eyes. "She's on her way, please just rest until she arrives." She scurried out of the room. My heart raced. After years asleep, the only thing I wanted was to see my wife and son. Why wouldn't anyone tell me where they were? I waited for what felt like hours, feeling too anxious to rest any longer. After what felt like another 4 years, Emmy rushed in, tears streaming down her face. I opened my arms to her, but her hug felt cold, not genuine. "Something's wrong. Where's our boy?" I asked eagerly. Emmy lowered her eyes. "Mark, there's something I need to tell you." My heartbeat spiked. "What is it? Tell me, please." 2 years ago, I met someone else. I stared at her in disbelief. "What do you mean, you met someone else?" "His name is Paul. He's a divorce lawyer. He treated us right when we needed it." Emmy raised her eyes to mine, full of remorse. "We're getting married in a month." It felt like the floor dropped out from under me. "Married? But you're my wife." "I'm awake now, everything can go back to normal." Emmy shook her head sadly. "I'm so sorry, Mark. You were gone for so long, I thought you were never coming back. Paul was there for us when we needed him. He's a good man. But I'm here now," I said desperately. "Doesn't that change anything? You still love me, don't you?" "Of course I still love you," Emmy cried. "You're the father of my child, my first love. But that life ended 4 years ago. I had to say goodbye to the future we planned, and now it's too late." I felt like I'd been gut punched. While I was stuck in limbo, the world marched on without me. Emmy saw the life we'd built crumbling away, and found hope again. Our boy needed a father, and Paul was there for them. Emmy apologized over and over. Said she never stopped loving me, never stopped hoping I'd wake up. But life slips away fast, and love found her again when she needed it most. They were happy, and she wanted me to understand that. I forced a smile and said I was glad, wishing them the best. But inside I was shattered. My old life was over, and the new one didn't include me. The future we dreamed of would now be with another man, raising my son.